Good evening, everyone. We are beginning the press conference with the head coach of a visiting team, Mr. Ettore Messina. Please, coach.
Good evening. First of all, obviously for us it's a very important win against a team that was doing extremely well in this beginning of the year. I want to congratulate the fans here, because every time you come here, you play in a great arena with great fans. It's very impressive. We've been already in Belgrade, we've been here, we've been in Munich, sold out arenas with great fans. I think the EuroLeague is showing something very interesting. I think after a tough start, where we suffered two things. First of all, it took us almost one quarter to adjust to the physicality of the game, and we struggled rebounding, and our defense was not at the level required. And also our offense, it took us a little bit to get used to play in the short roll in the pocket. After that, my players did, I think, a very good work in raising the level of the defense. I think everybody worked very well with the help of the big on their star guards, and rebounding came up after a tough, let's say, first half, where they got, I think, 13 offensive rebounds. And on offense, I think we had poise for the rest of the game after the first quarter. We scored almost 90 points against one of the best defense of the EuroLeague. It's an important win. As you know, we had already 4 games on the road in this beginning of the season. We won 2, and so we move on, and we'll see. One last comment I would like to make is this: it's unbelievable, like this year, everybody has really to make a tremendous effort to basically move on from a victory or a loss. In 48 hours this year, everything changes. And to stay with your mind on what happened 48 hours before with this schedule is not good. So all the teams will have to learn, and this is the reason why all the teams are, like, in this moment of the year, that are a little up and down.
Questions?
Hello, Coach. Arnas Butkevičius, of course, a surprise today with hitting 6 threes. If before the game someone would told you that you would win with Arnas Butkevičius hitting those 6 threes, of course, he's the man that everybody is risking in this kind of situation. Would you believe it, that man that you...
I don't understand the question. You think I'm here to guess something hypothetical? Honestly, I hope you can have something a little bit more solid. I'm not the person who can guess that. I didn't think before the game, hey, let's hope that the kid misses shots. I don't have any. My assistants take care about who's shooting well, who's shooting bad, and they do a very marvelous job in telling my player how to defend. So honestly, there are so many things in the game that are unpredictable every game that, I think we work hard enough to prevent most of their scorers to take easy shots, and that's it.
Thomas Masiulis is debuting in a head coach position this season. What impressions did he leave you?
I'm not here to judge colleagues. I respect all the colleagues. I think he's been a fantastic right-hand man for Saras. He knows he has a tradition. He's a man of the house here. He will surely do well. And his team proved in the first games that they are very well prepared.
Hello, Coach, and congratulations for the victory. This was only 5th game for Thomas Masiulis, and you are a very experienced coach in the EuroLeague. What would be your advice for this coach before this marathon on the EuroLeague?
I mean, it's funny because us that we have a lot of games behind. If we win a game, we're very smart. If we lose a game, we are very idiot. So I don't feel like. For 48 hours ago, I was an idiot. Now maybe for 36 hours, I just get the benefit of the doubt. So can you imagine giving advice to anybody? I don't do that. Sorry.
Coach, Vlatko Chanchari hasn't played for 2 weeks. Maybe you could just tell us what kind of injury he has and when do you expect him to be back?
Look, he's doing some examinations on his knee, and we will see in the next hours the outcome of this. A couple of specialists are watching him and checking him carefully on our part and also outside of Italy. And as soon as we will know something specific, we will make a press release.
Hello, Coach.
Yes, hello.
Does this victory bring some kind of salvation after last year's game, which was called Miracle in Milano, in Lithuania?
Guys, you study to make this kind of questions? You can connect. No, the salvation was last year. When we came here, we won last year in case. But do you think that we can connect this game to what the game that we fucked up last year in Milano when we were up 25? I mean, you don't honestly, guys. I mean, is this the level of the conversation? Can we talk about the game? We had great plays from both teams on the court, and we want to be so philosophical to talk about the last year game.
So please talk about Giampaolo Ricci.
What?
Please talk about Giampaolo Ricci.
Giampaolo Ricci had a very good game. He's one of our two captains. He's an experienced player. He's a very good shooter. And tonight he shot even better than he usually does. I think he's between usually 35 and 38-point shooter from three. Tonight, I think with the good passes that the teammate made, and maybe he made himself available to receive the pass in an open spot. We were fortunate that he made 5, but he's usually a very good shooter for us.
Coach, Quinn Ellis played an amazing game in the post.
Oh, finally, that's a good question. Maybe we can connect this with the Punic War in the year 300. You know, when Asdrubal crossed the Alps and beat the Romanians, and maybe this is the revenge for that.
So yeah, he played phenomenal on both sides.
Yeah, he's a very promising player. Yes,
how do you like his progress?
Look, we were, I think, very fortunate to be able to sign him during the off season. Very good kid, meaning that he works very hard. I think size and athleticism is at EuroLeague level. He comes from a basketball family in England, and every day is coming to the game very to the practice very ready to work. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but last year he had a very good season in Italy, being a rookie. And you know, I think he had in this first part of the year, he had a very good debut in Italy. Was the MVP of the Super Cup. He helped us during the regular season games that we have played, the 2 games we have played. In the EuroLeague, it was a little bit of a tough adjustment. I think he took advantage tonight that he had even more minutes because Lorenzo is hurt, and that was the biggest news of the year, of the night. Sorry.
You talked earlier about sold-outs in EuroLeague. Do you have an opinion? Does map of basketball in Europe needs to be reshaped in the coming years?
I think that basketball-wise, I think our own. This is something I always say. Our on-court product is fantastic. It's second only to the NBA playoffs. I think for the intensity of the players that they put in the game, for the let's say, the drama that there is in the competition. On the other side, there is a huge, let's say, business problem because everybody here is losing money, and we depend on either, let's say, multi-sport club that support basketball, like Madrid, Barcelona, Fener, whatever, and then to the, let's say, goodwill of a lot of owners that put incredible resources in this sport. And so I think it would be ideal if we can plan something. And if the question is related to the NBA, and I think that it would be in our great interest to find a common ground and make sure that we develop a league where we can have the quality of the EuroLeague and, let's say, the attractiveness that a well-run business sport organization can provide that. It will not be. I think it's a long way. It's a long way to go. There's been 2 meetings. I was in one of the 2. In the other one, I couldn't be because I was with the team. There is a goodwill to cooperate, but you know, there are. I think the NBA seems to be very serious in their plan, and my personal, let's say, hope is that we can find a common ground to develop something together. I disagree with my colleagues that think that they will come here to destroy European basketball. I honestly don't think so.
And speaking about incredible owners, how did life in Milano change after?
Thank you for the question. It's been a very, very tough loss for the leadership, the charisma, and the love for basketball that Mr. Armani had. In terms of organization, nothing changes because Olympia is part of the company. It's not something that is outside the company that was supported. It's in the business plan of the whole company. Mr. Leo Dell'Orco, who is now the new chairman of the board and the new leader, together with the family of Mr. Armani, he's a die-hard fan. So for us, in terms of practical life, nothing changes. But the sense of, let me use the word loneliness, is still strong. At the same time, we have a great motivation to try to honor his memory, having the best possible season. Again, thank you for the question. Please.
And just going back to that NBA Europe topic, you mentioned about, you said that there is a good way of finding that common ground. So,
I hope so.
In your opinion, how do you see that partnership? What needs to be done or what needs to be reached that all those three parties, NBA, FIBA, and EuroLeague, would find a common ground?
I think, as you know, one of the things that the EuroLeague would like to be acknowledged is the possibility for all clubs that are inside the 13 shareholders to be part of this plan. And so that's, I think, an important part of the situation. At the same time, for what I read, there is also the desire of the NBA to have also other cities involved. One name, London, one name for everybody. So I think that the plan, I think we're all thinking about the league, but I think that the plan goes beyond that because I think the important thing would be to organize all the ecosystem in a way that makes more sense. Right now we have too many competition. We have the EuroLeague, the Euro Cup, the competition run by FIBA is probably too many, and we need to have probably to put a little bit of order to coordinate the most important thing, which is the schedule. Because if until we have players playing 100 games at this rhythm, I think you will never see. Tell me right now, how many teams of the 20 in the EuroLeague are with full roster without injuries? Maybe one, I don't know. You know, so can you imagine all the players that came back from the Eurobasket and got hurt? And so I think it's more a plan, you know, a complete plan, not only the main competition, you know. And so we'll see. We'll see in the next month. We'll see. As long as there is a conversation, a fair conversation, and the willingness to put on the table the real things that are happening, I think we have a chance. And as long as we send messages through the press, or we don't feel comfortable, both sides, all the three sides, to put on the table the real situations, we're gonna have let's say a very slow process that maybe will end nowhere.
Coach, one more about the game. Brian Dunston also had his own stretch in the fourth quarter, basically about the defense. What new things have you discovered about him during the first months? Do you see any similarities with Kyle Hines?
Very good question, because we joke that he needs to deserve number 42, because, you know, it's a kind of sacred jersey, you know. But he has a lot of similarity in the way he plays the game and the way he approaches being part of a team, the professionalism. I mean, he's a two-time EuroLeague champion. I mean, I think Kyle has 3 or 4, something like this. So we're talking about high-level players, team mentality, absolutely amazing team mentality. Honestly, it's an honor to have him in the team, and he's helping us a lot on the court and in the locker room. Very, very important presence in the locker room. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck to everybody.
And now comments from Žalgiris head coach Tomas Masiulis, first in English and later questions in Lithuanian.
First of all, congratulations for Armani on a good game. I think we start very well, but okay, we cannot say that very well because Arna scored a lot of, a lot of these shots what didn't expect Armani. After we gain a lead, and after this, maybe we start to thinking that game is over and the opponent is playing without a lot of players. So this is very dangerous situation for us. And they come back in second quarter, and after it was tie game in second half, and they hit in second half some difficult shots, but they deserve this victory.
Klausimai?
Labas vakaras, treneri. Ketveriose iš 5 rungtynių kol kas sužaistų EuroLeagoje, bent 9 taškų skirtumą paleidot, persvarą paleidot, šiandien 16 taškų buvo. Kas sieja tos visus 4 atvejus ir ko reikėtų pasimokyti iš tų, kad tai nebesikarto?
Visų pirma, mes žaidžiame EuroLeagoje, tai čia rimtos komandos, čia tas 9 taškai ar kiek, ar 15, čia nieko nėra šiuolaikiniam krepšiniui. Per 3-4 minutės tu gali tos taškus atžaisti, taip kad aišku, tu turim mokėti gal protingiau išlaikyti tą persvarą, bet tikrai žaidėm su rimtom komandom. Taip. Čia tiek ir atsileikinėdami, tiek ir pirmaudami galim grįžti į rungtynes.
Treneri, atrodė, kad šią savaitę tie dalykai, kurie veikia per pirmus 3 turus, gal ne taip gerai veikia. Galima sakyti, kad čia yra dalis proceso ir dabar toks etapas, kai kažkiek iš naujo reikia mokintis, ką reikia daryti, kai neveikia tie pirminiai dalykai, sakykime, pirminės opcijos.
Taip, galbūt jūs ir teisus, to prasme, taip matėm, kad abidvi rungtynės buvo labai fiziškos ir mumis išstumė iš mūsų pozicijų ir mes mūsų gynėjai negalėjom žaisti ten, kur norim, negalėjom taip lengvai judinti kamulio, taip kad ir tas irgi atsiliepia, kad negalim taip kurti savo polimo laisvai. Bet aišku, šiandien praleidom 90 taškų, tai čia namuose praleidus tiek taškų yra sunku tikėtis laimėti.
Tokiose situacijose, kai pasiūlo varžovai tokį fiziškumą, ar kažkiek turi keistis pati taktika, ar patys žaidėjai turi atsakyti tokiu pačiu ir dar didesniu fiziškumu?
Tai žinoma, mes, kaip visą laiką sakau, jeigu lipa ant tavęs, tu negali žengti žingsnį atgal, tu turi žengti žingsnį į priekį, dar daugiau lipti ir šiek tiek pasigėdau, kad mes taip pat liptumėm ant jų ir spaustumėm taip juos, taip kad aišku, šiandien kitą gynybą gynėmės ir tikrai iš tų metimų gavom, kur tokie jau liktai ir buvo įmami. Vėlgi tą stepautų gynybą žaidėm, tai dėl to ir atsidarė tie metimai visi, taip kad aišku, iš ryčio irgi nesitikėjom 5 tritaškių, žinojom, kad tikrai metikas, kad jis negali mes, kad jis turi veržtis, bet iš tos mano pasirinktos gynybos iš tų jisai įmetė tos metimus.
Arnas Butkevičius per pirmą pusę sumetė 6 tritaškius, paminėjot, kad net patį kažkiek tai nustebino ir antroji pusė, kai strigo puolimas, nebuvo minčių kažkiek galbūt pažaisti per žmogų, kuris gal šiaip ir nėra išreikštas skoreris, bet kurio diena yra, sakykime.
Tai Arnas vis tiek žaidė ir daug laiko ir vėlgi jisai tuos metimus susikūrė, nėra ta žaidėjas, ant kurio mes žaidžiame, taip kad jisai, aišku, iš tų situacijų susikūrė, buvo kartas, sumetė metimus ir aš tikiu, kad ir mum, ne tik mum, bet ir varžovom buvo netikėtumas jo toks pataikymas, taip kad, aišku, kai kartas jis pataikė, bet kaip ir sakai, mes ir kaip tarp trenerių šnekėjom, kad tuo metu, kai Arnas tai pataikė, turėjom persvarą, bet mes nežaidėm tą, ką mes norim puolime, taip prasme, tai čia tik buvo kažkiek tai laiko klausimas. Aišku, gal visi ir jau patikėjom, kad čia varžovas nukrojavęs ir mes čia pirmaujam ir dabar jau reikia mums kiekvienam imtis ant savęs kažką daryti. Tai čia gal didžiausia bėda buvo šiandien.
Šiaip atrodo, kad Ignui Brazdeikiui tas perėjimas į kitokią sistemą galbūt kol kas pateikia daugiausiai iššūkių. Ko jūsų akimis reikia Ignui, kad jis užsidirbtų tą didesnį vaidmenį aikštėje?
Ja, visų pirma, tai čia mano sprendimas yra, mes turim daug žaidėjų ir tikrai čia, kai visą laiką, aš kaip prieš tai sakiau, kad čia nieko asmeniško nėra, aš tikrai, vėlgi norisi su gynybiniai, šitas rungtynės norėjo su gynyba laimėti, taip kad ir Arnas, ir Ūlė žaidžia tikrai neblogai žaidė, taip kad norisi vėl, po to norisi turėti ir bent jau du gynėjus aikštelė, tai natūraliai tos vietos nėra per daugiausiai, taip kad tikrai norėsim, kad visą laiką ieškosim kaip treneriai tos vietos ir tokia situacija yra ir su to reikia susigyventi.
Paminėjo Tarną ir Ulanovą, ar galima iš to daryti prielaidą, kad Įgį labiau matot trečioje pozicijoje negu antroje?
Tai vėlgi, mes kai turime ir Naidželį, turime ir Cisko, ir turime Maudo, vėlgi norisi, kaip ir šiandien matėm, palikom vieną Naidželį ir gavosi, kad mumis užspaudė ir ta pati situacija kaip ir su Feneriu buvo, kai Feneris grįžo. Su vienu tokiu tikrų balkenderiu žaidžiam ir tai jį užspaudė ir mes tada jau turim problemų išsivaryti kamuolį. Taip kad toks, vėlgi, norisi turėti tos du kamuolio valdytorius aikšteliai. Taip kad, vėlgi, visiems vietos tada yra žymiai mažiau.
Belgrade sakėt, kad galbūt buvo po pirmų 3 turų per daug pozityvo, per tos tiek metų dirbant su Šarūnu. Tų situacijų, kai buvo, sakykime, tokios mini dobelės, buvo pasitaikę, kas dabar yra svarbiausia siekiant atsitiesti ir nepalūžti?
Kai visą laiką išlikti kartu ir nesvarbu, ar čia mes laimė ar palaimė, taip. Gal, kaip ir sakiau, kad per daug čia mumis lepsino, gal tas tikrai nepatiko, neskaitau, nežiūriu ten smarkiai tų podcastų, neskaitau tų straipsnių, bet antrašės nenori, man irgi išmeta visur, taip, kad, žinai, kad čia mes žaidžiam čia kažkokį kosminį krepšinį ir nenori tiem žaidėjim irgi kažkiek įsideda į galvą, taip, kad čia visi mumis lepsino ir tada toks gaunasi truputį, kad mes čia geriausi, nesame čia kol kas geriausi, taip, kad ir šitą 2 savaitę parodė. Bet turim išlikti kartu, dirbti ir toliau ir kiekvien, nes kaip sakėm, čia pergalė EuroLeague yra tikrai sunku pasiekti.
Dėkui.
Ačiū.